Good morning, Shannon. How are you? Shannon, how are you? I see your microphone is on mute. Shannon, Shannon, do you hear me?
สวัสดีครับ
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. I think
Good,
I
good thing.
I woke up at 5 a.m.
Wow, you woke up so early. Is that usual or it is not usual?
It is us usual but not usual. I I don't know. I wake up by like naturally, right? But lately I've been waking up earlier than before. Like I used to wake up around 6 a.m.
Right. Okay, sometimes people have got that kind of situation too early wake up. Are you worried about anything?
I just sleep earlier, I think.
All right. Okay, that's cool. That's good. That's good for you. Sleep earlier is better.
Yeah.
Yes, as long as you sleep enough, that is good signs for healthy. Okay, so and we also have okay, another Smith. I think it is Kun Khan. He is my assistant and he is worried that um, I will not be able to operate the computer to share the screen as well. So I think it is very good that he is also helping me out in sharing the screen. Okay, so I would like you guys to understand that we are in the last step of the project that require you to redesign the package for the um, products that you are assigned to repackage them. And next step is very important. It's going to ask you to reflect on how um, much or what did you learn from the projects that you are required to. And the reflection has to be presented in a form of poster. And this is going to be called as the project three. And this project three is an individual work. So each of you have to do and complete this work individually on your own. Although you can help one another out, but the score will be assigned to individual persons, and you have to submit one poster for one person. And the content of the poster have to reflect how do you learn out of the project that you are asked to do, both projects. And This is the poster for the academic purpose. So it is not the poster as you usually seen for the commercial purpose. That's based heavily on the visual elements, but the academic poster um, heavily based on the information that you include in the poster to show the process, the tools, the results that you get from the project that you have done. And explanations about the poster I have already recorded in the YouTube, and you can check about my talk again in the YouTube link. And also I would like to show you the expected uh, appearance of the poster. The poster should be in the size of A4. You can make it in any tools that you are convenient. And Khun Khan, can you please show the look of the expected poster? It is down in the, it is in the example. Okay, good. Okay. Khun Khan, can you show the, okay, you want to show the rubric, right? Khan, can you talk? Hello? Okay, this is the project 2. Oh, no, project 3. The rubric is like that. It is going to evaluate on your creativity, the information arrangement, and the information visualization. Okay, thank you. Khun Khan, can you show the example? How the poster should look like? Okay, so the poster will be looking something like this. So you can see that it is quite informative, yet it also accompanied with some images, illustrations that show that you really learn from each step of the projects, and it really make you grow. Okay. As for the project 3, do you have got any question?
So how long do we have?
Okay, their project 3 will do. You have to submit on the 26th. Am I right, Khun Khan? The last. Khan, what is the date of the completion? Hello.
26. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
26. You're welcome. And next time in the next sessions, the session will be mainly for the consultations for the project 3. It is the 17th April. So if you have got any questions that you would like to ask me about the project 3, you can ask me more. Or even you can show me the work have done for the project 3 for me to give you some feedback so that you can improve. Is that okay with you guys for the project 3? Do
Uh,
you have got any questions?
so we have class next time on 10, 10 and 17, and then
Yes,
that's it.
yes, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, 10 and 17. Okay, yes, you're right.
Okay.
And what is the last day to submit,ครับคุณผ่าน? It is the 17 or the 26?
20,
When
26.
26, okay. So you have got two sessions for getting feedbacks.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. But it is kind of optional. If you have got any problems, you can get into the sessions. But if you don't have got any questions, you think that you can work on your own, it is not compulsory to attend. Okay, so are you ready for presenting the results that you gathered and analysis that you made for your project two?
Okay, I think.
Okay, good, good. So you have got about less than 20 minutes to make the presentations. And I will give the feedback in the written format so that the next group can start at 9:30. Hello,
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
All right. I'll say so for the pink part, this is the overall survey that there's 175 people views and 42 responses. Yeah, and next slide, please. And this shows which device the people use write the surveys, and mostly people use iPhone and desktop. Next slide, please. And next slide. And this is the browser that they use. So top two is mobile Safari and Chrome Mobile. And next slide, please. And this is the country that people were living whilst like write our surveys. And mostly Thailand. And there's some Norway, United States, and Japan. Yep. And this is the packaging redesign survey for Golden comm. And for the first original design, for overall appearance, mostly people rated somewhat satisfied, and for particularly most people write satisfied, and for color scheme, somewhat satisfied, and for materials, they are satisfied, and branding logo, like somewhat satisfied, and for uniqueness, it's very satisfied. But somehow, people answered that 65% they would not buy the products. Yeah. And from the aspect of people decide about the design of this original product, mostly are like 31% are overall appearance, and 26% for particularity. And for the next design, which other group have designed, they really like the overall appearance, which is 60%, and for particularly it's 47%, which 29 people are answered, and for color scheme, 35 people, which 56%, and for materials, 37 people, and branding logo is 36 people answered, and for uniqueness is 35. As you can see in this graph, people answered very satisfied for the other group design. Yep. And yeah, like 53% are answered that they would like to buy the products. And for the aspect of design that they don't like about mostly are particularity and overall appearance. And from the design, design one, design two, most people prefer to buy the design two more than the design one. And comparing to the design one, design two, five. So there's like 24 people responses that they prefer the design two products. Yeah. And for overall design, satisfied for design two are like averaging 4.16 stars, and 34 there's only one people responded with 1 star, which is mean like this design people are really satisfied with it. And for do you want to add or suggest something for the final design? Mostly says there's no anything need to suggest, which mean the design are overall satisfied. And also people answer like compliment about the design and other comments. Yeah.
Okay, so after we got all the data, we analyzed it through the Microsoft Excel, which was generated by the program we use. And well, it turned out people really like the design too, as Leon mentioned, right? And they all like really satisfied with the designs, and what they like the most are the material and overall appearance are like one of the highest percentage we got. So I think it summarized that they really like it. And now we're gonna talk about how we distribute the form. So this was the graphic that we were using for like distributing the form. Uh, I approached the design with like a bowl. You see the golden cup farm and short survey is like bold and very punchy. It's like the first thing that's gonna catch your eyes. And then I use the old logo to make people, like how we uh store memory in notes, right? And I think using the old logo, they're gonna like remind people of like the iconic ยาหม่องตาถ้วยทอง and 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 this design for the logo part, I brief everyone in the group to when you post on like social media or like something, you can put the link into the picture, right? So I brief everyone that you can put the link on top of the logo, and then you can see uh Leon on the picture. uh it is catchy, it is stylish, as Leon is very stylish. And we actually uh give away money to like a person, 100 baht, as it using as like a bait for people to coming in and do the survey, which we actually drawn like nearly 200 people to view the survey, but sadly we only got like 62 by the time that Ping had to left us. So that's why we got the numbers and email from the respondents as well. And since our target group is mostly young women, let's say 18 to 25, right? Uh, one of the channel that we use to distribute the form is via Twitter, which actually you can see I got like two tweets here, and each one got like 50 and 31 views, which boosted a few respondents into filling the form. And also this is from Pink, but everyone in the group does it as well. So we just send like nearly on the age of spamming uh the form into groups. Well, it worked a little bit. Like if we go back to the first graph that was shown here, you can see that since the form start, it's like it's not growing up much, but during the 31st and the 1st of April, that was the time when we are like spamming into the group and like posting on social media and like post a tweet on Twitter. And this is the message that we wrote, like a short catchy message with emoji, cute emoji to catch attention. And that's all.
Okay, very nice. I like your strategy very much, and I also like your analysis. Can you tell me more a little bit about the lesson learned from this project, or especially for this step in the project?
Okay. So I think we learned that uh people are willing to do some short survey for a little money, I guess. And uh people like the ไหนไม่เห็นอยู่อ๋อ likes like the catchy design, and by using the right platform to distribute the form, I think like after I tweet these tweets, uh we got like we jumped from like 20 something respondents to like nearly 40 respondents, and in the end we got like 62. So like that's near our target of 100 respondents. So I think planning where to distribute the forms is like crucial.
Yes, I agree with you very much. And what about I also like the way that you show the analysis of the result. Can you also tell me about uh, how do you feel about the Google Forms and these new tools, the jot forms? What are the pros and cons, and which one do you like more?
Uh, right now I have to say jot form, but it has its own downside as well. Like for jot form, uh, Ping, which is absent today, right? She was the one who created the final form, but then she had this urgent uh business to do, so uh she had to close the form earlier than what like the time we had left. So that's and the reason that other people cannot do it because that form didn't allow users to like multi accounts to collaborate. If you want to collaborate, you have to pay. And like as last time we used Jotform to show you, right? And you comment on the slide thingy that like people may forget and like skip the part. Uh, so Ping tried other option in the website, and the result I can say it's easier than Google form, but I think the design of it is kind of like old school. Yeah. I think that's the downside of jot form, but I still prefer jot form because like even the Excel ping just like click and it generated. So I mean as well as Google Form, but like it it, it can generate the pie graph as well, the chart, everything, even the slide. This slides came from jot form. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. And do you think that the knowledge and skill that you obtain from this project can be applied for any other areas of your career or education?
Yes, definitely. I mean, your encouragement for us to explore new tools, definitely. Like, I learned a lot about that. Like, normally just go the same route, the safe route, all the time, you know. But I think I can apply this mindset into many projects ahead.
Okay, that's so cool. Thank you very much. And do you have got any other areas that you would like me to particularly give you feedbacks on?
Just overall, I think.
Thank you very much. And I would like to let you know that you have done a very good job. You get a very high score in this step of the project. Congratulations. And
Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. And let's aim for the project 3. The project 3, you have to really reflect about your learning in this course and visualize that information in a very, very nice way in the poster format. I mean, okay, you can use any tool that you like. I think most of the students might use Canva, but it is not restricted to Canva, but I think Canva is the most friendly application as far as I can think. And okay, I enjoy conversation with you very much and have a nice week. สวัสดีครับ
Okay. สวัสดีครับ You too.
สวัสดีครับ
You too บ๊ายบายครับ
Leave.
สวัสดีครับแบงค์เชียร์ดารุณ and Nacha. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
You sound very sleepy.
A little bit.
Yes, that's fair enough. But do you have got any questions to ask me before the session actually start? Okay, so while we are waiting for the actual time to start, let me introduce to you the project 3. The project 3 is the last project for this course, and it's require you to reflect your learning in the form of poster. And when I say poster, it doesn't mean that you will make it in the style that the commercial poster would look like, which has got a very large image. But in our case, it is an academic poster. So it means that you have to include a lot of information and also some images, some illustrations, and also thinking about the visual hierarchy in the time that you place a lot of information into the poster. The poster has got a size of A4. You can use any tools to make it. And as far as I can think of, you can use Canva. And I would like to also let you know that I have already recorded what the academic poster is in the YouTube. You can take a look at the clips that I made to know more about the academic poster style. And also, I would like to let you also know that I also share the example of how the poster should look like in the My Course view as well. It will look like something like this. So you can see that there are a lot of text, there are a lot of images, and at the same time, it looks nice and very informative. The information there particularly tell me how much do you learn and what do you learn from each step of the learning. Some students therefore show it as their journey to the learning in this course. Okay, so do you have got any questions about the poster project? The project 3.
So next week we have to design a poster
Oh, yes, correct. You are
for
right.
the
Jen.
rat killer. Is that
For
right?
the two projects, for the project 1 and 2, you're learning in
Oh,
this course.
both of them. So Mong Leya and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And next
And-
week, which is the 10th April, and the week following is the 17th of April, you have got the consultation sessions. And after that, you will have to upload to the My Course View through the link that I already provide. So it means that the due date is on the 26th. And this is an individual project. Although you help one another to make a poster, one person, one poster, but the score will be given for individual, not as a group anymore. Because I believe that the learning from different people, they have got different learning. Okay. Do you have got any questions for me to clarify?
does the poster have to be based on the survey response?
The poster have to base on your learning. What
okay.
do you learn from this course?
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. The poster has to base on what you learn from this course.
So today we are going to be presenting to you the response of our survey, which we have received around 100 response. Yeah.
So first, who filled out our survey? For gender, mostly women at 61% and men at 31.4%, and the rest is prefer not to say as 7.6%. Next, please. And with age, almost like very majority is 18 to 25 as 72.9%. And the second is 10 to 17 at 24.6%, and then 26 to 30 years old at 2.5%. Next, please. And for status, almost all of it is students at 93.2%, and the rest is working or employed at 6.8%. Next, please.
Okay, so let's go to the question. For the first question is, in your opinion, on a scale of 1 to 5, how well does the package design convey information about the product? And we provide the product design picture. 4 people rate 1, 6 people rate 2, 35 person, 35 people would 3, and 43 would 4, and the last is 28 people rate on 5. Next slide, please. And next is, are there specific elements of the package design that you find memorable or striking? The comfort is the colors of the product, which is more than a half of the respondent answer. And next is evenly tie is the character on the label, the font of the name of the brand, and the design of the packaging with 14.5%, and the rest is other, which is has a qualify of design. Next, please.
So for the third question, we ask whether they suggest any improvements or changes to the product packaging. Most people said that there could be changes to the alphabet and font style. 24% also said that there could be better character illustration, maybe adding a cute character mouse or giving the packaging more dynamic. 22% said changing the shape of the packaging to make it more practical, and 14% would like for the color to be changed. Next slide, please. So the changes that we can implement based on the response are, first is modernizing the font used for the packaging, making the font more, keeping the boldness of the font, but still making it look more modern. And second is making the brand identity more prominent by using characterization or cute illustration on the packaging. Third is changing the shape of the packaging from a regular box to something more practical. And fourth is incorporating a newer color scheme that helps indicate danger while also being a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than what we have now. Next slide, please. Oh, next is the fourth question, and it is, how does the design make you feel and would you purchase it? 80% respond were positive and they would buy the product. 12% suggest the other design alternatives. 12% still dislike this design and would prefer something a little bit more practical and easy to understand, and 7% would not purchase this product. Next slide, please. There were some recommendations from the response, and first were they might purchase the packaging, but it's not clear and it kind of looks scary, so maybe changing a little bit of the design might make them want to purchase the product more. Another recommendation were the collage at the back is very distracting and they want us to highlight
Darling, okay, may I pause a little for 5 minutes and let's come back to 5 minutes, please. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. You
It's
can
okay.
proceed if you like.
Yeah, okay, I'll just continue the presentation. So the second recommendation was that they want the text to be more bold because the collage behind, like the collage on the packaging kind of distracts the main idea of what the product is. And the third recommendation is that they like the color scheme and would buy it because of the packaging and design. Yeah, next slide, please.
Now for the comparison of the old and the new design, we asked if which design has an easier instruction of usage, and the vast majority says the new design has an easier instruction of usage, with only a little bit, about 18% says that it's the old one. Next slide, please. Okay, now we ask them which feature of the new design that it appeals to them more than the old one. The majority says it's the packaging and the functionality, while there's about half says the material of the packaging, and a little bit some of the people says the color palette, and a little to none say nothing. Next slide, please.
Okay, and for the next question, we ask them, can you describe the packaging and the label design in 2 sentences? And out of all the response, there's so many response, so this is the word that we seen the most. It's kind of mixed response. The first word is unfriendly, unattractive, confusing, functionally, and simplicity. And next question, we ask them the same question, but it's the new design. And this the word that came up most. First word is art, cool, unique, innovative, and modern. Sorry. The next question, we ask them what specific elements of the design do you dislike? If there's none, type none. And this is the response. Almost 30.7% type none, and 20.7% type the clear part, and 9.7% type a little bit too heavy. And the others is all of the 1.2% combined together.
Okay, for the next question, we ask what improvement would you suggest for the new packaging design? So the key area for improvement, most people would say color palette, description, instruction, and font. For example, the respondent said that we should change the color palette to look more dangerous, as more product description, add more instruction, and try different fonts. And the last question that we ask is, would they purchase the product? And the likelihood of purchasing the product, mostly would say yes. About 101 said yes and 9 said no. So there's a high interest with a 91 chance of purchasing.
So for the application usage that I used to summarize the response, there were many written response from the survey, and it was kind of hard to break down the category of the response. So I copied all the response and pasted into ChatGPT and had it summarize the written response and categorize them into positive, negative, and recommendations, and while providing the percentage, and it helped me separate the response and makes it easier to understand. Yeah. Next slide, please. We also use Instagram to promote the form, and which allowed us to gain a lot of response in a short amount of time. The feature of the link through Instagram story allow us to share the form, and many people completed the survey through our Instagram story. Yeah. And that's it for today's presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. That was very comprehensive. And I think you have also learned a lot from this project. Can you share with me what the lesson learned from this project?
I think using ChatGPT as a tool of summarization is something I've learned, because there's so many written response from the survey. There was like around 100, and I couldn't read all of it or categorize which one was which one was positive and negative. It would take too long for me to do that. So using ChatGPT as a tool of summarization was very useful.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any other aspect that you would like to share? And also, I would like to let you also share that how are you going to apply this knowledge into other aspects of your education or career?
I would like to share that. Okay, Bang, you can go first.
Okay. For me, it's about open the new perspective, because I like throughout the class I find out that the application, everything that we use is really useful. Like it's so convenient if we know how to use it. And this class practices how to use it and how to like research and Googleize the way that we could get in the information, and that will make our life easier. Yeah.
Okay, from my
thanks.
perspective,
Good.
I personally I didn't use AI much, but in this class I practice use a lot of them like ChatGPT and like AI image generator, and I quite like it a lot. Like I might use it on another subject, like as Alicia says, to summarize thing up. But yeah something like that to help with do the assignment easier in other classes.
Okay, good. Thank you. And as we have got more times to share, I am going to ask you which part of the project that you would like me to give the feedbacks on more.
I think the use of applications, like, would you like us to try out more applications?
All right. Do I want you to try more applications? Yes, I always would like the student to try as many as applications as they can before they conclude and make decision what application they will use for the project. And okay, what about this stage of the work? Your tools, the tool that you use to collect the data, is it the Google Forms or any other tools or other tools? Sorry.
We only use Google Form for this one.
I see. So um, please share with me why you use the Google Form over other tools.
Because when we try to explore other tools, like I will admit some tools are quite easier and like more pleasing to use for us to gather information or anything. But from like what we tried, people tend to lean more towards what they are familiar with. Some person might be like when they click to the link of the survey and they find some website that they aren't familiar, they might even close the survey and then didn't give us any information. So we just stick with the thing that people are familiar with to get most results.
We also looked at different application, but they were easy to use, and there's many different ways that you can customize the survey. But one feature that those application lack were the sharing feature, where you can edit with your friends or edit with like having a lot of people work on the survey at the same time. So Google Form was the only one that had that.
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much. And do you have got any other questions that you would like to ask me? It can be this course, it can be this project or the future project, the project 3.
I didn't come in time to listen to all the project 3 informations. Can you clarify on the project 3?
Yes, I can. I have the project 3 to really gather the students lesson learned from the course, and I would like you to show it in poster of A4 size. You can use Canva to do that. And I also record what the academic poster should look like in the video. And I also share the good examples of the poster in the my course view. As in the my course view, you can see that those posters are very informative and also very visually appealing. The use of text are very good, and the use of images and illustrations are very, very good as well. And yes, you can see when you have got spare time.
Okay, so we have to do 2 posters, one for each project, right? And the content is about what we learned from each project, right?
One poster for one student, and one poster is for 2 projects. So one poster for the whole course.
Okay, but we all have to do it individually, right?
Yes, you are right. So this is going to be something that you have to really reflect on yourself. Although you work in a group, but this project is going to be scored individually.
Okay, thank you. I don't think I have any more questions. Anyone have more questions?
I think we're good ค่ะอาจารย์
Very nice, very nice. That were very good questions. And Pulikan also sharing with us the rubrics for the project 3. And I would like to also let you know that the project 3 consultations sessions will be on the 10th and on the 17th of April. And you can upload the final product no less than the 26th of April onto my course view. And to make the most out of your time, I think we should start doing the poster, making the poster, so that in the next and the following week, you can show them to me, and I can give you some feedback on that, so you can get it improved. and upload the very best versions on the 26th. So is that a good plan?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. And so have a very good week and enjoy the rest of the semester.
โอเคครับบ๊ายบายครับอาจารย์ Have a good day
Thank you
ครับ
ค่ะอาจารย์
Bye bye
Have a
ค
good
รับ
day
Thank
You
you
too
ค่ะ
ครับ You're welcome ครับบ๊ายบายครับ
ขอบคุณนะคะอาจารย์
จ้าสวัสดีจ้าสวัสดีค
Have
รับ
a good long weekend ด้วยครับ
You too สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ Ping and Jay how are you today
Um, okay ค่ะอาจารย์
Okay good Do you have any questions to ask me before we start the session at 10? We have got a few minutes to discuss anything that you want.
Can we still have no questions ค่ะ
I see. No problem. Hello, have you got everyone with you? Sawasdee ครับอรยาสวัสดีพิรยา and พลอยพันธ์
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ So I think yes
ขอโทษครับพอดีI think we still have one member that haven't joined the Zoom yet so ค่ะ
right okay um okay so but while we are waiting for him or her to join the Zoom shall I talk about the project 3
ได้ค่ะ
Okay, thank you very much. So the project 3, which is going to be happen right after these sessions, it will require you to reflect on what do you learn and how much do you learn from this course. And I would like you to visualize it in the format of a poster of A4 size. And when I talk about the poster, I am not talking about a commercial poster style, which have got a large image that represent a themes or a product. But as for the academic poster, I mean the poster that has got a lot of informations, and the informations can represent it through text, headline, headings, and also images, also illustrations, I mean, in a size of A4. Actually, I have already recorded myself talking about the academic poster in the YouTube. You can check the YouTube link that I provided to you to learn more about the academic poster style. Moreover, I also share with you the examples of what the poster should look like. And if you check them out, you can see that those posters are very informative and include a lot of images and illustrations, and also very good kind of headings and subheadings. And the contents really reflect how you learn, what you learn from these two projects. And this is an individual work. So one member, one poster, and two projects have to be combined into this one poster. But the focus is on your learning and the evidence that you can show what you learn. So you must not make two posters to separate two projects that you have done, but it is the journey of your learning in this course instead. So it can put into one poster. And the next week, which is the 10th of April, and the week following, which is the 17th of April, we have got an optional consultation sessions. You can show the poster, even half done to me, so that I can give you feedbacks on them, so that you can get them improved. And you have to submit the poster by the 26th of April onto my course view in the format of PDF. Okay, so do you have got any questions? You can also share the links to your PDF. That will also do as well. Do you have any questions for me to clarify? Okay, and this is the rubric score. Thank you, Kun Khan, for sharing that with us. And the rubric score will emphasize on the creativity, information arrangement, and visualization. Okay, this is account for your 15%. Do you have got any other aspect of the project 3 for me to clarify?
Everything is on my course view ใช่ไหมคะอาจารย์ the details
Yes, thank you. I think everything is already on my course view, but if you can't find, or if you think that something has been gone missing, you can let me know as well.
โอเคค่ะ
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Kap. Thank you for the questions. Okay, if we are ready, I think you can start presenting the project 3, sorry, project 2, step 5. The screen is yours.
Okay,ค่ะ. So the purpose of today's presentation is to provide an overview of the feedback received from survey regarding the redesign package for Monglaya. So before we talk about the result, let's briefly review the tools used to collect the survey responses. We utilize two platforms for this survey, which is Google Form and Typeform. And while both platforms were used, we encounter limitation with Typeform, which restrict the numbers of respondents to only 10 per survey. So to overcome this, we conducted additional survey using Google Form. In total, we received 73 responses with 10 from Typeform and the remaining from Google Form. Next slide, please.
So, firstly, we asked them about their demographic, and the majority of both Google Form and Typeform is around 21 to 25 years old. Next is the gender. Most of the participants are female in both forms. The rest are some male and LGBTQ+, and some of them are students. Moreover, they mostly live in the urban area. Next slide, please. Next question is, what values are most important to them while they making purchase decisions? And number one answers in both forms is quality and durability. And the second answer is price. Next question, we asked them about the populations of the brand. We asked them if they have ever heard of the brand or ever used the product. And most of them answered yes in both questions. Next slide, please.
For this question, the answer from 62 out of 73 respondents are quite diverse. So most respondents said that the word bang nam hom reminds them of perfume, good scent, Songkran festival, cool and fresh, old, and grandparents consecutively. The least majority stated that it reminds them of coal powder, convenient, something interesting, wet powder, and baby powder, while others said that they never heard of it. Next slide, please.
So following that, we asked what factors affect your decisions when buying a liquid powder, perfume. The top two answers from both the Google form and the Typeform were product scent and price, indicating that we have to find a suitable scent that matches our target audience of teenagers. As we are also trying to achieve a contemporary design, we also have to focus on an up-to-date scent that aligns with our everyday lives while preserving the unique brand identity of Mongolia. Furthermore, the price has to be affordable and cater to teenagers with and without income while maintaining the product's high quality. When asked about the influences the packaging design has on purchase decisions, 69.8% of Google Form respondents and 80% of Typeform respondents answered yes, suggesting the importance of creating functional, practical, and aesthetic designs to increase influential purchases. Next slide, please. So moving on, we asked about the most captivating element on the old design, and the answer that received the highest percentage for the Google form was the brand's name at 32%, while the highest for Typeform was font with 31.6%. This shows how the brand's identity is reflected through the brand's name and logo, which we can keep or adapt to its classic design for timeless branding. Respondents also suggested their preferences for a perfume bottle design, of which for the Google form, minimal was the most chosen, while vintage classic was the top choice for the Typeform. Although these are contradictory, we can adapt these insights by adopting a minimalist design for the bottle to cater to our teenage audience while integrating a vintage classic touch into the brand's logo instead. Next slide, please. Subsequently, we inquired whether the respondents would consider buying the Monglea liquid powder perfume with the new design packaging, and whether the new package design function is practical to use. More than half of the respondents responded yes to both queries, in the Google Form and Typeform surveys, indicating that our redesigns already aligns with user needs and expectations. Thus, this demonstrates a promising fit with consumer preferences and practical requirements. Next slide, please. And advancing in our survey, we posed questions regarding the respondents' inclination to purchase the Monglea liquid powder perfume with a new packaging design compared to the previous design, and up to 93.7% of Google Form respondents and 80% of Typeform respondents expressed a willingness to purchase the product with their common answer of yes. Moreover, we asked if the design suits their lifestyle aesthetic, and once again, got really high percentages for yes at 87.3% and 80%. Ultimately, this underscores the advancements in our redesign as we were able to redesign Monglea's packaging while maintaining its identity and at the same time tailoring the design to better fit our target audience preference and lifestyles. Next slide, please.
Okay. Next, additional suggestions or improvement needed for Monglea new packaging design. So some of them prefer different styles. One of them said he or she likes to stick with vintage or old-fashioned aesthetics. The other one said they prefer luxurious styles, and some said it's too minimal. Also, a few of them were asking about the cap types, whether it's a spray version or a pump version or no cap at all. So we could definitely improve that by drawing the cap when it's open so they can see, because we were originally making it a spray bottle. And one thing we didn't think about in the first place is that we only have English fonts. We didn't keep the original Thai fonts of Monglea because one of them suggested that we should use Monglea in Thai instead of English. So I agree that we should keep the Thai name for those who remember the brand, but we will also add the English name for new generations. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, that was very, very good presentations. And I like your way to present the data very, very good, very well, very much. Sorry. Okay, and the results are very easy to understand. Can you also share with me about the tools that you use to actually help you making this analysis or the what you call visual representations? What are the inspirations, for example? Maybe that also be able to help others to come back and check your video to also learn from you as well. I understand that you use the Google form and the Typeform, but to analyze, to help you actually understand the result, what are the tools that you use, or you use your human intelligence to understand and interpret the data? Hello?
Hi. So to analyze the data, we use like maybe I'm not gonna peeping.
I use I copy everything and put it on city.ai and make it analyze everything.
Yeah, and for the visual thing, we use Canva to represent all of the data and trying to put it in the graphic things like graph อะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ so it would make you understand more if it in the pictures, not in the text.
But
That's
for written
very good.
part, we analyze it by ourselves. The suggestion part.
Okay, that's good. And what do you feel about using computer applications and AI to help you at this step of the project? What do you feel?
It's make my life easier because like there's a lot of information, there's a lot of like 73 answer ค่ะ so if we have to analyze all of that it would take a lot of time so it's like having AI making it easier
I think
very good.
AI at first มากกว่าเราค่ะ when it comes to percentage it understand way more better.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more about the AI capacity in analyzing the data. That's very, very true. And what about what do you okay? Do you think that you can apply what you learn and skill that you learn from this course to other aspect of your education and career?
I think right now
เอาเลยพี่ปิง
I think right now we use AI when we have to read the passage so we make let the AI summarize every verse and we read it from the AI not from the original thing.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And you can use AI in the career, right? And your life. Okay, that's cool. That help your life easier.
So another thing that I think it's very beneficial is that we learn how to like create a very like a more accurate prompt for the AI tool to work for us. So because we have been using AI for like many projects
Yes.
and many presentations, so we have been talking about like from the very first day we like use like very easy prompt and not very detailed, but right now we got more into details and the result that the AI generate become more accurate to what we wanted to from our prompt.
Yeah, and in terms of analyzing the data, I think มันไม่มี mistake อะค่ะ if we use AI is no mistake in analyzing like the data but when มันจะเกิด human mistake ได้ค่ะสมมติว่าแบบยิ่งมันเป็นเรื่องเปอร์เซ็นต์เรื่องตัวเลขอะไรเงี้ยค่ะ maybe it if we don't use it it maybe have some mistake yeah right now it's no mistake.
Okay, I can imagine because most of the mistake in the world made by human, not by computer.
Yeah.
I could imagine. So thank you very much. Do you have got any other questions to ask me, or you need me to clarify or give feedback in any particular part of your presentations? Any request?
I want to ask about the visual like presentation. So in the presentation we like present both results from Typeform and Google Form, right? So I want to know that from your perspective, is the information is quite like too crowded in the presentation or not?
I think the number of the information on one slide actually expected differently in different contexts. In our context is the academics and research purpose. So more information on one slide in constrained space, it's, I think, acceptable. But if you are presenting this information to maybe less educated person or the person who are less interested in the accuracy of any data. They just would like to get some entertainment or less information kind of thing. They might not appreciate your work, but to our context, I think this is appropriate because we are doing researching. We are not entertaining anyone. We are focusing on accuracy. So that's why we need these data very much.
โอเคค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
You're welcome. And I would like to let you also know that there are at least two types of presentation style. The first type is the ballroom style. Ballroom style is very similar to what Steve Jobs usually make, which has got very minimalistic kind of presentation slides. But the second type is the conference style. Conference style aims to talking to very specific per people that has got very specific interest. So this conference style of presentation will have got a lot of details and it will appreciated by the specific group more than the ballroom style for the general layman public. Am I clear?
เคลียร์ค่ะ
Okay, good. So be confident on what you are doing as long as you know the context.
ได้ค่ะ
You're welcome. And also, is there any other questions for me to clarify?
I think that's it.
Okay. And what about the project 3? Project 3, as you can imagine, this is in the academic kind of things. I ask you to make a poster to reflect on your learning, lesson learned from 2 projects. So be sure to include a lot of information, text, hierarchy of the heading, big headings, smaller headings, body text, images to accompany, enhance the understanding, illustrations. So this kind of thing are very appreciated.
โอเคเลยค่ะ
You're welcome ครับ
so next week นี่คือไม่ได้มี presentation regarding the redesign แล้วใช่ไหมคะ
ไม่มีแล้วครับ Okay, so next week we will start the step 1 of the project 3, which means that you guys can come into the sessions in the Zoom meetings in your allocated time to discuss with me what do you think about your own individual presentations. And I would like to emphasize that although you make the project as a group, but I strongly believe that the learning is very individual, very subjective. So this work is kind of individual work. Although you are in the same group, but you kind of learn from the activity differently for sure. So next week, you can come into these sessions and at your allocated time, discuss with me about your personal reflections, your personal information visualizations. You can also show me the work that is kind of half done, your idea, whatever, your inspirations. So yes, we can enjoy our time like that in the next and the week following. And to make you sure that those 2 sessions are not compulsory, but I will be on standby to give you consultation for sure.
โอเค
I will on standby นะครับ I will be on standby.
โอเคค่ะ อาจารย์เราจะรู้คะแนนรวมไหมคะ
I I would like to keep the final score of the project 2, this one, as the very last part, at the ending, at the grading stage. I would like to keep it as secret. Okay. Only this portion, only this last week, and the 15% of the project 3. But you will be able to take a look at it when the grade announced, and you have got some questions about the score. I will be transparent on that, but not before. Sorry. This is to make sure that you make the most, put full effort in your in your project.
ได้เลยค่ะอาจารย์
Okay. To know the score now is going to make harm rather than help.
Okay.
But anyway, I believe your score is very high.
Oh.
As far as I see now.
so far so good ค่ะอาจารย์
So far so good ครับ โอเคครับ
ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
เดี๋ยว
ค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ เป็นไงมั่งคานเหนื่อยไหมวันนี้
ฮัลโหลอาจารย์
Good morning everyone how are you today สวัสดีครับน้องครีมสวัสดีครับวินเบอร์บิท
สวัสดีครับ
Morning.
สวัสดี Good morning you two are always early that is very nice very good practice I would like you to keep this practice for other aspect of your life as well be early is better than be late and even better than be on time okay so do we have to wait for others
We missing one members right now. Yep.
all right so while we are waiting for the him or her can I share with you the information about the project 3 requirements
sure
okay thank you very much so the project 3 is the project that will ask you to reflect on what do you learn from this course, which means 2 projects, and you have to reflect what you have learned from this course in the format of poster of the A4 size. So you can use Canva to make the poster. But when I say the poster, you have to understand me that I expect the academic style of poster, not the commercial style of poster, which has got one large image to represent the idea. But in the academic poster, we expect a lot of information that show what you learn, what you did from during the projects and what is the result that make you learn from that okay sorry that I'm a little bit confused about myself you okay and what else I have already recorded what the poster academically is like in the YouTube that I already shared with you in my course view. You can check the link so that you understand me more. And if you would like to check how the poster that I expect look like, you can check at the example of work. I provide you with links to those work. As you can see, the work that I expect is the poster that has got a lot of information, which is reflecting what you did and what you learned from what you did. And you can see that there are heading, there are subheadings, there are body text, there are images, there are, what else? Illustrations, and all the elements in the poster aim to let me know that you learn from the course, and these are the evidence. And you can see that there are a lot of creativities in there in terms of how to make it look very appealing, so very nice to look at. And at the same time, you have to put a lot of information in the poster as well. And next week and the week following, we can discuss about your design so that you can get it improved so that you can submit it by 27 or 26, 26th of April onto my course view. And what else? And the consultation sessions, which is next week and the following weeks, is not compulsory. It is optional. But I recommend you to come and show me the poster or the idea or your work have done so that I can give you feedbacks. So you have got some input to improve your poster so that you can get a very good score. And what else should I talk about? Okay, do you have got any questions about the project 3?
Is this still the group work, right?
Oh, that is very, very good question. This work is the individual work, which means although you work as a group for the project 1 and 2, but in terms of the reflections on what you have learned, it is very subjective. So this work is an individual work, which means one member, one poster. Okay, am I
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the question. That is very, very important questions. Okay, so we can discuss more about the project 3 after you have present the project 2 and also the week following. Okay, if you are ready, you can share the screen to present your project 2 anytime.
Okay, so here are the survey result from the project 2. We use Microsoft Form to launch the survey, and we in the end we got 50 students age 18 to 23, but we found a lot of problems with Microsoft Form, which we will discuss later. Okay, so the result, we asked them how do they usually cope with the cough symptom, and most of them, 33, use pills, 6 of them see a doctor, 4 of them drink warm water, and 2 of them do nothing. And we asked them if they have to use a cough pill, which brand would come to mind first. And here they have like many brands that they answered, but these 5 are like the most answered one, and the most one would be Strepsil. And we asked them why do they choose this brand, and they answer like it tastes good, it's effective, it's really reduce the cough symptom, and it's commonly prescribed by the pharmacist. But in terms of the packaging design, they said that the pocket package is really easy to use and easy to consume, and it's really portable, but they don't like that much like Strepsil one, because once they open it, it have no like ziplock. It has like no ziplock, so they can like they cannot like keep it all the way. Like, when you open a Strepsil and Thai weather is really hot, it's already like melting all the way, and it's really messy. So yeah, and they don't like this pocket type of packet design. And we asked them how often do they use like cough pill. They said that they rarely use it if they have no symptom, but if they have any symptom, they will use like around like 3 to 6 times a day. And we asked them to choose. Here are all the 3 designs. The first one is the original packaging design. Next one is in the middle is our group design. And the last one is our friends group design. And we asked them to choose which one would they prefer. And here are the results. 14 of them choose the original one, and 18 of them choose our group products, and 18 of them choose our friend group products. So for the one who choose the original products, we asked them why did they choose this over the new ones, and they said that it is it look convenience, and the design has like really strong brand identity and brand image, which is the centipede or the cap, which is like the brand name, and it's give us the sense of like originalness, the authentic, and it's feel like trustworthy, and it's look like real medical thing, not just like the candy. And here are the problems about the new ones that they said for the both of them, like both of our design and our friends design. They say that it lost like the brand identity, which is the takap, and the logo is not that memorable, and it's not really like related to the brand, and it looks like too casual. So the problem with our design specifically, they said that the package looked like the cigarette box rather than just the cough pill, and the logo somehow looks scary. And for our friends group, like problems is that it looks like too look like something for kids, and it look like more about like candy rather than look like a medical pills.
And as Win has said, there were around 18 people within the survey who answered that they prefer this design over the others. So then we had then asked the question, what characteristic of the new design do you prefer over the original counterpart? And most of them answered because of its design, including its colors, pictures, and logos, and also because of its convenience. Moreover, some people answered that the package makes it more attractive to carry, especially for Gen Z, and they didn't see as much centipedes as the original ones, which is better for them because they are scared of it. And also lastly, they say that it labels nicely, which make them know what the product is made from. And another question that we had asked about this design is that what feature of the new design do you want to improve? And they mostly stated that the colors and logo should be more appealing to make it more dressable, reduce the age of the person in the logo a little, and made it easier to carry around, and also make the packaging not look like a cigarette pack.
And for people who chose the Alfred's design, we asked what characteristic of the new design do you prefer over the original counterpart. Most of them answered the design, colors, pictures, and logo, and 2 of them answered convenience. And we asked what feature of the new design do you want to improve. This is the answer that a lot of people answer. color, make it more vivid, make it more clear that it helps with the cough. And they add that this one is really attractive but not clear enough. We should add more of the cough symbol and add more information. Change the character face to make it look more sick. Make it look lot more like the carb man. And they say this one is similar to Nung Nom Noa. Box would be inconvenient to put it in the bags because of their size should be smaller or thinner, and it lost the brand identity, maybe remain the centipede logo.
Next, I'll be discussing on the impression and feedbacks after using a new alternative choice of creating questionnaire. Its UX UI are not that friendly for users of both the creators and respondents, leading to an overload amount of effort in creating one job. The system is more complex and more confusing to use compared to Google Form, thus it is very time consuming for us in working. And since it has like unfamiliar interface, and most of our target are already used to using Google Form, they kind of found it too unattractive, like uninteresting, and leading to a lower interest and motivation in completing our forms. As a result, there is a lower number of responses that we expected and used to do. In terms of results, we also face many difficulties, including that we cannot view all of the responses due to its limits on viewing. And the responses chart there is an error on the responses chart, and it also contains some kind of box where like text of responses are overlapping each other and creating even more burden in our work process, it is very difficult to read and collect. And from this point, it could lead to an inaccurate data. Lastly, as a group, we always want to work together on creating this form, just as we have used to do in Google Form, where we could collaborate on the page at the same time. But for Microsoft Forms, we cannot share the page to work together at all, which could make our workflow even harder. However, in a positive side, using this website allows us to try something new and learn how this new confusing thing works, although we later found out that what we've been using so far always is still the best choice, which is Google Form, and that we got to challenge ourselves too in using this unfamiliar type of website in creating questionnaire. In conclusion, we plan to actually go back to Google Form since Microsoft Forms disadvantages outweigh its advantages, and it caused more dissatisfaction on both ourselves as the data collector and the respondents. And I think that marks the end of our presentation of today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentations that has got a very good visuals representations of the data and the packages that you always put on the slide to accompany the data where the respondent respond to. And also thank you for the very good discussions about the impressions that you had when you using the Microsoft Form. Okay, thank you. And for the okay, I have to ask these questions. And what do you learn from this step of the project? What do you learn from this project?
Okay, I would say stuff like using a new alternative choice of website in creating questionnaire. I think we've all learned that it's very challenging and like it's very challenging to use something that is very new and completely different from what we've always used before. And we also learn that how this new website work and how it's work like different, and learn its let's say learn to use a new interface, like new tools in this website, and we found it very challenging.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And does it mean that you have to also prepare some time for learning, and also enough time to rectify the things that might happen along that learning? Otherwise, your project cannot complete in time. So time management for learning and time management to complete the project also something that you I think learn during this stage. I'm not so sure that I'm right or not, but this is from what I can comprehend from your experience that you share. Okay, good. And what about the other aspect of the project that make you learn? Okay, they can you share your experience more?
For like the packaging design side, I think like sometimes the original one is already like iconic. Like sometimes we really don't have to change like that much, because like at the end, like people still like have the image of that like original one in their mind. So we have to like, like not completely change the whole thing. Maybe like leave like some identity on that to make like more like our design become like more attractive to them, like more. Yeah.
I see, I see. So the familiarity is something that people tend to have the positive attitudes towards, although the new one or the novelty is good, but people still tend to love what they're familiar with, or something like that. Maybe this is from the package design that you test with the respondent. That's a good learning. And do you want to share more?
I think it's how we use technology to create to generate the new packaging, but like how we write prompt to create the design. Yeah.
As you learn how to use the technology to help you design faster, more ideas generation. Yes, okay, that's good. That's good. And what else? Okay, do you think that you can apply what you have learned to other aspect of your educations or career? Can you share with me about this topic?
Like for me, I think we could use this to many other subjects and many other aspects, like by learning of those new application like Perplexity, or how to use ChatGPT more effective. I think it really give us a lot of new knowledge, and also it would help us to generate more ideas in other aspects.
Yes, you can apply the skill and knowledge to other subject as well. That's cool. That's cool. And anything else? Can we share more ideas so that in the project 3 you can have got something to write about? So, okay. Can you share what did you learn? What have you learned from this and how you can apply what you learned to other things in your life?
I think like the step of making like the projects, like each week we have to like do different thing, right? Like once first step, like collect the data, like or like design the questionnaire, collect data, design the new package, like something like that step, like in like the systematically. So I think that we can apply these steps to like each any other like projects for any other subjects too. It's not like not to be like exactly the same, but I think like if we have like each step, it would be like make our work like better.
Okay, that's good learning as well. Okay, and I I also have to say thank you to Achan Hong as well because he contributes in the course designing very much, and that's why we have got very systematic process like this. That's cool. Thank you. And what else? Do you have got any particular area that you would like to get my feedbacks on? Any aspect of your project that you need my feedbacks?
I don't think we have, but I have a question about like the next week, like the individual work that you said that you have like the consultation, so the time slot will be like the same, right? Like 10:30. So if like our group came in like 5 of us and we like one by one or
Yes, you are right about that. That is going to create some kind of overlapping, and I think yes, that situations might occur. That some students might have to wait for another student discussions to end before they can actually start discuss with me. But I think at the end it will be around people in your among people in your group in that half an hour. I think that is kind of, to me, I think it is good overlapping as well because you can also learn from one another. And those persons are, I think, from someone that you are kind of familiar with and you share more or less the same experience, and maybe you can also get some idea from the discussion as well. And if you really need to have the private discussion with me, you can also do that. You can ask Kun Ekasit to arrange times with me. Is that good solution for everyone here?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so as I believe that you have got all the issues resolved, I have to say that thank you very much for all the work that you have done so far. It was very good, and have a good week, and see you next week. And I have to also mention that the next week and the week following, the attendance is not compulsory. So you come if you need my consultations, but I really encourage you to come in the Zoom. Otherwise, you have got no input to enhance your poster. Okay, have a good week. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับบ๊ายบายจ้า
ได้ยินไหมครับ โอเคครับ
ได้ยิน
ได้
โอเค
ครับผมเหลืออีกเหลือกลุ่มหนึ่งใช่2 กลุ่ม
2 กลุ่ม
โอ้มี
โอเคครับ
อาจารย์มีลูกโป่งขึ้นด้วย
ทำไมมีลูกโป่งขึ้น โอเค good morning Kuman Sos Kuman Sos how are you
I'm good. Hello, Jan. How are you? Good morning.
Yes I am very well how are you today
I'm good. A bit sleepy, I think.
Yes I can hear how sleepy are you Do you have any questions to ask me before we start
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Okay. And are we waiting for your friends or we can do without them?
Waiting for my friends.
Okay, it's better waiting for them.
Yeah.
And okay, they are coming. Sawasdee krab. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Sawasdee krab. Hello. Do you hear me? I can see that your mic is on, but I'm not sure it is working because I do not hear anything.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Oh, right. I can hear you low, with nice and clear, nice and loud. Okay, good. How are you today, Lo?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I am fine. Okay, ครับ Timcha, how are you? ชื่ออิง สวัสดีครับ Okay, nice to hear that.สวัสดีครับ Mimi สวัสดีครับ
ไม่ค่ะอาจารย์
Okay. Do we have all members?
Yes, already all
Oh.
members.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So before we start, I think I should talk about the project 3 because this week is the last week for project 2. Okay. The project 3 is going to require you to reflect on what you have learned from this course, both projects. And you have to represent your learning, the thing that you have learned from this course in the format of poster of A4 size. And when I say a poster, in this case, is not the poster that has got a large image that represents one idea, such like the poster for the commercials. But this is an academic poster, which means that you have to have a lot of information represented through text, images, and illustrations and arrangement. And it has to be very informative because you have to tell that in each step, what do you learn or what do you learn along the way in this course so that I can be sure that you learn something from this course. And to understand me more about the academic poster, you can check it out in the YouTube that I provide here. And Also, if you would like to see what the poster should look like, you can check the link that I provide. You can see that the poster very informative, a lot of text, and it really show what you did make you learn something. So you have to talk about what did you do and what did you learn from what you did. And also you can see that there are large text, which is heading, and smaller text as the subheadings, and even smaller text for the body text, and also accompany with the images, illustrations, and all arrangements show the journey to your learning in this project. So to next week, which is the 10th of April, and the week following, which is the 17th of April, you will be sharing with me what do you think and what have you been doing for this project 3. But I would like to emphasize to you that this is those 2 sessions are not compulsory, but you are encouraged to come into the Zoom meeting so that you can have got some feedbacks from me, so that you can get your poster improved, so that you can have got the confidence on what you are doing. And also you have to submit the PDF file of the poster that you may be using the Canva to make it onto the microsphere by the 26th of April. And that is the end of the course. Do you have got any? Okay, what do you feel right now? Do you feel overwhelming? Do you feel overwhelmed with works? And this is the rubrics. The rubrics is about the creativities and information arrangement and visualizations. And it accounts for your 15%. Okay, so do you have any questions about the project 3?
For the 2 sessions is for discussion and consultation, right?
Yes, you are right. Oh,
Okay.
yes, it is the individual project. So 1 member, 1 poster. And I believe that although you have been working as a group, but the learning is surely very subjective. So the poster project is individual work, not a group work. But if you do it as a group, anyway, you have to have 1 person, one poster. You can help one another out, no problem with me. But the score will be given to individual. Am I clear?
Okay. And if if we have any question, can we send you online?
Yes, if you have any questions, you can send your questions through Line group. That will be very good, because other people can also learn from your questions and my answers to your question as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for that very good, important questions. Okay, we can discuss more about the project 3 after you have finished presenting the project 2. Okay, are you okay?
Okay,ค่ะ.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so our group today going to present about the Aurora Herbal Soap survey result. Here is our group members. So this is the previous group repackaging, and the right one is our group repackaging. So to be concise, the way we collect the data, we use Google Form to collect all the data from the respondent, and the total respondent is 106. Okay, first we are going to discuss and talk about the design element section first. So the question one is, what type of packaging do you prefer for liquid soap product? And we launched 3 choices, which is plum bottle, squeeze bottle, and refill pouch. And I use Cloud AI to generate the result by providing the image for them to generate. So it says that the majority, which is 86.7% of the respondents, prefer a plum bottle packaging. And the next question is, on the scale of 1 to 5, least prefer to most prefer, how satisfied are you with the each Aurora soap packaging design? So I provide this one to the AI, and it generates all the result that the repackaging one, a lot of people rate as 3 out of 5, following by the rate as 2. And for the repackaging one, they rate as 5 and follow it by the rate as 4. And a lot of people satisfy more with the repackaging too.
So next, I analyzed the question 3 and 4, which were both under like a graph form. So for the question 3, next slide, please. Sorry.
I can go next slide. Wait, only now. Okay.
So okay, for question 3, I used AI called Chad Smith to analyze the graph. So it gave a very detailed explanation about which thing is preferred. So in most of the case, it was always repackaging 2 that was preferred. And just the only thing where packaging 1 was the winner is called the eco-friendliness. And I like this AI because it also gave like a summary of what it all said. So it said the same thing, that in overall, they all preferred the repackaging 2, except for the eco-friendly point. And for the question 3, I asked the same AI, and the information was a bit less than the first one, and you have to be a bit more careful. But they also have a summary part, which was very good and said the same thing. So the more disliked part, where every disliked part was about the packaging 1. So it means that the repackaging 2 was the preferred option.
Okay, so the fifth question, I use White Sonic to analyze the survey results. So the fifth question is, where do you prefer the instruction or information to be present on the self packaging? So the survey result, it showed that 16% of the response are clearly labeled on it for easy understanding, and the majority of respondents it's details on the back, which is 69.4%. Next, please. And the 6 and 7 question also use Red Sonic. And the 6th question is, would you willing to pay more for the soap with packaging that is both functional and minimalist? So 67.3% are willing to pay more, and 30.6% is maybe. So we can see the result from the AI. And the question 7, it's This one, I think it's pretty hard for AI to analyze because there was a lot of like information from the graph. But we can see from the graph that the majority of the respondent, it's 34.2%. They don't have like any recommendation for the next packaging.
Next, it is the demographic information analyzed by the plugin in ChatGPT for the data analytics. This demographic indicates that the majority of survey participants are students aged by 18 to 20 years, with a higher number of female respondents compared to male respondents. The occupations of the participants vary, most being students, followed by a small number of respondents being employed full-time, part-time, self-employed, or unemployed. This insight can help understand the demographic distribution of preferences and satisfaction level regarding the sole packaging among the different age group and occupations. Next ค่ะ
Next is the questions about psychographic information. We asked the respondents to answer about whether they, when choosing a liquid soap product, how much did they consider its impact on personal wellness and self-care. And the most answer we like the most answer that we got is like a great deal. So I insert this picture and graphs into astica.ai to describe and also chat and ask question about to summarize the survey result of this question. And they said like most of the respondents, almost 60%, said it was a great deal if it's related to personal wellness and self-care. Next slide, please. And also asking about how important is convenience in liquid soap product usage for them. And the most answers we got is almost 66.7%, showing that they consider convenience in liquid soap product to be very important. Next is the final question about psychographic information, how likely that they want to try a new liquid soap based on its packaging design. And the most answer we got is almost 40.8% that are not likely at all to try a new liquid based on its packaging design. And because it shows a lack of interest in trying new product based on the design. So these are like briefly the survey result that we got. Also on the next slide is gonna be application references. We use Line for group chat, slides in Canva, ChatSmith, Gemini AI, Claude, Visme, ChatGPT, AI Chat, and Astica.ai. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for a very comprehensive presentations, and you also detailing about how you use those tools to help you in the process of this work, and you also show the screenshots that clearly show that you know how to work with those AI tools very, very clearly. Thank you for never forgetting to show me those kind of things. That's really, really reassuring to me that you are learning something from what you are doing in a very clear way. Thanks a lot. And I also have to ask you a few questions about your learning. Okay, you have done a lot of things in this process, in this project. So the question is, what do you learn from what you did? Can anyone help me answering to these questions?
I think learn that the development of AI and everything is going very fast in the future, because like you were saying that last year the student could not do like we did right now, but now we can use AI for almost everything. And like the more we look at AI, and the more like new features they have and new updates and stuff.
Okay, that's very good comments. And can anyone also add to what Lord has just said, so that you have got a lot of things to write about in your reflections, which is the project 3. I encourage everyone to share. Okay, what do you learn from what you did? You guys, can anyone share more?
I think that apart from the AI that helped us a lot in almost every process, because like before coming to this class, I didn't expect to use a lot of AI because I didn't know how to, and I didn't know like how helpful it is. But I also like get the skills like about repackaging design, because I know that like I'm not really good at it, but like since we have to do it, and also in every process there's like some part that we have to do by ourselves as well, and also AI like to help us.
That's so cool. You learn that you have got the AI as companion in your journey to completing works. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
For me, like from the other class, I use like AI to help me to work, but mostly I use ChatGPT. But for this class, I like try many new AI to suit the work, so I learn that we can like use the different AI to find a different result, something like that.
Okay, that's so cool. Different AI have got different capability, pros and cons. So you have to choose AIs well, so that you can get the result that you want in a very efficient way. That's also a very good learning. Can anyone share more ideas?
I feel like when using AI, I also feel improve and develop with the AI as well, because something like the information or some research I don't know yet, but AI knows before me and know it quickly. So I develop myself with AI as well. So
Yes. Yes, you have got the same feeling as I did when I work with AI. It actually enhanced my logical thinking, enhanced my way to construct sentence to converse with AI, because when I ask the good questions, I will get a very good, accurate answer. So I have to be more self-aware on what I am putting into a sentence more. So I also feel that I also improve when I work with AI. But okay, yes, cool. And you guys, this last questions, what do you think that you can apply your learning, your knowledge and skill that you obtain from this course to other aspect of your life, like educations and career? Can anyone share how you are going to apply to other aspect of your life?
I think we can use AI as a platform to doing some preferences, pictures and video for us in the future when we doing a career, or maybe ask them some opinion about what we are thinking about the work as well.
Okay, good, good. Yes, you have now you have got a very good teammate that made by AI. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Any more idea on how are you going to apply your knowledge and skill that you obtain from this course to other aspects of your life?
I think you can use it in like your everyday life, or like a bit every day if you use it as like a tool to help you, like a secondary teacher kind of that tells you the stuff you don't understand.
Yes, you are right. Although it's kind of disrupt my career as a teacher, but I am also agree with you. Okay, good. Okay, more idea, please.
I think after we have learned how to use it already, I think that there will be like more upcoming ways that we could use chat, as like Pim said, that we can use it with video in the future. And especially in commerce, there are a lot of like more of visual works that we have to do. So it might help us a lot in reducing time and effort.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Yes, and I think the AI can handle more multi-modality better. Not only the text, but also visuals, maybe 2D or 3D, or they can understand more principles of physics. So multimodality is something that the AI will have the capacity of, and if it reach that level in a few years, I think you will have got a new thing to learn, even more than today that you have learned. Okay, please be prepared for that. But I think your group can learn how to live with AI for sure. Never stop learning. And I will also waiting to witness your prosperity. นะครับ Next week, we are going to come back. If you like to get my feedbacks on how are you to develop your project 3 นะครับ and do you have any questions? Okay, if not, have a good week. I really enjoy having conversation with you guys very much. You have done a very good job. Please make sure that please be sure that you are a very good student and keep learning, keep enjoying learning and exploring and experimenting. This is something that I would like to emphasize. Okay ครับบ๊ายบายนะ
Thank you ค่ะอาจารย์
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Have a nice
จ้า
week ค่ะ
You're welcome. บ๊ายบายครับ I can see Kao Fan and Parada in the Zoom right now. How are you today?
Good morning,ค่ะ. I have a bit of a sore throat, but other than that, I'm all right.
Yes, your voice have changed a little, but it is still a very nice voice. Right. Shall we waiting for other people, or should we start without them?
I think they're coming in just a minute. Can we wait for them like a few minutes?
Yes, we can do that. While we are waiting for them to come, do you have any questions for me?
I saw that the other class, Ajahn Hong's class, they were doing the finals today. So is this our like the final design?
Oh, you mean the last class?
No, I think they said that it's their final design. Like it's their the last time they're editing their design. So is that the same for us, or we still have a couple weeks left?
I think this is the last class for the project 2. You make the presentations and that's all. You don't have to revise anything because this course is not a design course. This course is about the computer graphic. No, this course is about the computer application. And I believe that you have learned quite a lot of computer applications to help you dealing the communication works already. So I think this is the last week for the project 2. And the next week is going to be the week for project 3, which is your reflections on what have you learned throughout the course, which means project 1 and 2. Is that okay with you guys?
Okay,ค่ะ.
All right. Okay. So let me talk about the project 3. Have we got everyone in the Zoom yet? Or can I talk about the project 3 without them and they can get back in the video to see the record?
ชัวร์ค่ะอาจารย์
Sure, nah? Okay. Let's discuss about the project 3 while we are waiting for them. Okay, the project 3 is going to require you to reflect on what have you learned from the project 1 and 2. And this is an individual project because I believe that although we work as a group in project 1 and 2, but each individual student have got different learnings and lessons that they learn from what they did. So this project 3 was designed or is designed to be individual work. And the things that you have learned, you have to not writing an essay about it, but you have to make a poster to represent what you learned from this course. And when I call it a poster, it is not a poster that have got only one big image that represents the concept of a product. That is the commercial poster. But in our case, it is an academic poster which has got different way of presentation. The academic poster require you to include the information about what have you learned, what did you do in the project, and what are the things that you can kind of find out, or what tools you use to complete that steps. And that's why the academic poster has got more text than the commercial poster. And if you would like to learn more or understand me more about the academic poster, you can check the YouTube clip that I share with you on my course view. And I also share the example of the work in the my course view as well. You can take a look. You can see that the example of a good work that I expect like that has got very a lot of text, but although they contain a lot of text, but it arranged very nicely. You can see that there is a big heading, and there are several subheadings and 2, 3, or 4, 5 lines of body text, which has got smaller text. And the images as the evidence of what you learn, or illustrations that makes the poster more visual appealing. And the arrangement, the positions, the locations of those texts and images really enhance the understanding of what you learn from this class very nicely. You can take a look at those posters on my course view. And the next week and the week following, the 10th and the 17th of April, will be the week that I will give feedback on what you are about to do. And those 2 sessions are not compulsory, but I encourage you to attend at the allocated time like this, so that you have got some good inputs, insights to make you feel confident on what you are doing. Yes, and you can get those input to make your poster improve, so that you can upload the PDF of the poster that you might make from Canva applications onto the My Course View on the 26th of April, which is the deadline, but you can submit earlier than that. Are you okay with that? Am I clear? Do you have got any questions about the project 3?
โอเคค่ะ
All right. Okay.
อาจารย์คะ what is like the main topic of the poster again?
Okay, the main project and the main topic of the poster is learning. What did you learn from the course, both project 1 and 2?
โอเคค่ะ thank you ค่ะ
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, Ajahn, today we're gonna talk about the data analysis that we gained from the survey that we did about the product. So let's talk about the demographic. So we actually include 4 main gender distribution, which is female, male, non-binary, and then we also include prefer not to say. But from the survey, the most populations of the respondent was female, then followed by male and non-binary. And for the age group, we have 3 different age group, but the most of the respondent was the individuals between 18 to 22 years old. And here's the key insights that we gained from the survey. So first is the important factors in selecting toilet cleaners, since we asked them what do they consider the most important when they deciding to buy the product.
and the majority consider the quality of the product as the most important factors, followed by the brand reputations and credibility. This suggests that while aesthetic can attract attention, the perceived effectiveness and trust in the brand are crucial for decision making. Next is the design appeal. So the new packaging design generally receive high rating for visual appeal, indicating that the aesthetic change are positively received by the target demographic. And one of the reason is that because it provides the ease of use. So rating on ease of use also lean towards the positive sides because of the grip handle and the spray, comparing to the old design which only have like the opening bottle. And the last key insights, it's understanding the purpose of household awareness. So according to the survey, 97.4% of the respondents considered this design provide better understanding, because you can see that from the old design, they only have like a warning as a like a sign and a symbol, not like a clear, cautious, or like warnings about why the product is dangerous.
And here's the overall preference. The preference leans toward the new design, with respondent highlight its modern look and the aesthetic appeal as key reason for their choice. However, some respondents suggest incorporating features from the old design into the new one, such as the light pink color, and some respondents like the new one but suggest the longer spray, indicating area where the new design could be improved to meet the customer preference better. And here's what we analyzed based on the information we got. We should highlight quality, brand, and brand credibility by giving the importance of product quality and brand reputation, and clearly communicate in packaging design. And we should balance the aesthetic with functional by continue to refine the design to ensure it's not only appeal visually but also communicate its purpose and safety warnings. And last one is to consider integrating favorite element from the old design, like the color choice, to enhance the new design.
And here is just like a bit of the proof that we get the interview result, but we already provide you all the analyzation. So now we're going to move on to the what application that we use for this presentation.
As for the applications used during this week, we used Google Forms for the survey, and once we received the results of the survey, we used Julius AI to analyze and summarize the data for us. Then we copied the response that Julius AI gave us and pasted into Perplexity to reorganize it into a more clear format. And for this presentation, we used Canva as we tried other platforms and it did not work out well for us. So here I'm gonna show you the AI we tried before using Canva. The first one was ChatGPT. So I asked the chatbot to generate an 8-page presentation in the tone of pink using the survey results I provided them with. However, as you can see in the photos down here, it did not work out well. And as for the other website we tried, it was Gamma AI. And this is an auto presentation generator, as you can see in the video on the right side. But the results did not turn out as well as we expected, because we had to fix many of the theme, the colors, the fonts, and also the photos. So we felt like
fixing and changing it wastes more time than doing the slides from scratch like we did on Canva. That's all for our presentation today,ค่ะ. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Thank you for sharing with me your experiences. And I also liked the way that you make a presentation. And there are a few questions that I would like to ask you. Can you share with me what did you learn from this step of the project?
The trials and errors, right?
Yes, you can share with me about the trial and errors.
For me, I feel like I learned that exploring other options is a very wise idea because we also got many inspiring ideas. For example, from ChatGPT, we saw like the colors and the design of the slides, and we felt that it looks very aesthetically pleasing, and we just incorporate that in our Canva presentation. So I think in the end, it's just like a mix of a lot of things before we get the final results.
Okay, cool. And what about other people? Can you share with me what you learned from what you did?
Well, for me, I think I agree with Jasmine that it's very wise that we, we get to explore new applications. But one of the things that I find is that we cannot like fully rely on the AI because sometimes like no matter how detailed you give the prompt, it might not like turn out to be exactly what you expect. So you really need to, put your original ideas in it to make it more aligned with the work that you need to do.
Okay, that's so cool. Can you add more? Can anyone add more ideas? Any more ideas?
Other than that, I think like the exploration on this call like give me a lot of idea to use in like our further career that I think that like AI can offer us that the variable insight and lesson that we can apply to various career that related to like our communication field. Like after we did this presentation, I think like we can use like AI tool that can analyze like consumer data in like our like marketing field or like whatsoever.
Okay, that is very good. And you have also give a very specific aspect of the career that you can use the AI to help you with. Okay, can anyone share more how you can apply your knowledge and skill from this course to other aspect of your life?
Well, I feel like if not like for using AI for doing a job, I feel like AI can also help with when we have to make a decision, like because I think it is like how can I say it, like the source of like many data that nowadays we don't have to like doing so many research, but like AI can actually scope down a lot of area of our interests, and that we can because this course we get to try so many new AI. Now we have more choice and more opportunities to find the information that we really want, and then we have another options to explore.
Okay, that's good. So the experimenting and exploring skills is something that you can also apply to other occasion that you need to learn something new. I think this is very good one. Can anyone share more?
I think overall it's the process of exploring. Like before we find these applications, we also tried many that did not work out, but these are the main ones that after consideration we feel like, okay, we'll give this one a try. So the process of exploring was really hard because we had to decide which will fit our needs and which will not.
Yes, you are right. After you have experienced something, you have to assess them, be aware of them, and make a conclusion which one that you would like to keep with you, which one have to let go. Okay, good. Okay, so do you have any questions for me, or do you want any feedback from me on any particular thing in your projects?
Well, I think we wanna hear your feedback on our performance so far, like like from the start and until now, and from this project, do you have like anything that you want us to change or anything that we can do better?
Okay, that is very crucial, important questions from the student who really want to get themselves improved, and that really impressed me. Okay, the feedback from me about your progress and performance from the start to today is that I can see that your group have been improved very much from the start. That I can see some of you are kind of reluctant to try something new or explore kind of idea. But now I think you are more open to new things, and you can also show me that your computer graphic design skill are very high. It reflects on the package that you made. Although it made from the AI, but you have got an ability to assess which one is something that you should give it a green light to the next step. And you also not afraid to use the Julius.ai, that it is some AI that not every student in communication art would dare to explore, because it, I think, a little bit complex. But you show me that you include that complex tool into your work process. So in summary, I think you are doing very good. I kind of impressed with you. But in the improvement aspect, I think in the slide, if you'd like to make some improvement, you can show with me more about how you use the Julius and what are the challenges you find and put in using Julius in your working process. And that is going to be very beneficial for others as well. Okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Okay,ค่ะ
And 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 what about using Julius.ai? Do you like it or not?
I saw that it doesn't only analyze like survey results. I saw there are also other buttons like charts and graphs or even like information on the internet. So we might give that a try when we have a chance.
Okay, that is all right. So if you have got a chance, do not forget using Julius.ai, maybe in other courses or in the future. Okay, so what about the project 3? Do you have got any questions for me to clarify?
It's all okay ค่ะอาจารย์ we will check it on my Cosville.
Oh, okay, you are so nice student. You're okay. That's good. That's good. So you can check more about the information and instruction about the project 3 on my course field, and you can also use the discussions that we just made recently, just now, to include into your personal learning or reflections that you are going to include in your project 3. In the project 3, you have to write about what did you do and what did you learn from each step, or maybe what tools you use, what did you learn, or something like that, so that I can understand you more about your learning, which is very important. And don't forget to write about how are you going to apply your learning to other aspects of your life as well. Is that clear? Is that clear for you?
Alright. Yes ค่ะ
Okay.
อาจารย์
Okay, thank you very much. I enjoy having conversation with you and see you enjoy exploring and experimenting thing. So I would like you to keep practicing and do not be afraid to try something new.
อาจารย์
Okay,
ค่ะ
ครับ
before we go can you please check the presentation submission for us because I think we already submit all of the past presentation but I just went back to check it last week and it's all disappear.
Oh, okay. I will check. It disappear. Okay. คุณพี่ขาด will help me check and will contact you if he need. So do not forget to check the line group so that he will be able to communicate with you guys. I would like all the conversations to be on our line group so that I can monitor and also your friend can also learn from your conversations as well. Is that okay with you guys?
Okay ค่ะ
Okay. Thank you very much and have a very pleasant week and enjoy the rest of the semester and happy Songkran นะครับ and next week although it is not compulsory but I encourage to see you and encourage you to see me in the session so that we can discuss about what you reflect and about to write in the poster.
Okay ค่ะอาจารย์ thank you so much for today ค่ะ
You're welcome ครับ very productive week บ๊ายบายครับสวัสดีครับ